It's more of the scenes that I forget are in the movie. It's like I've forgotten how rich, like the scene of him and his dad at the dinner table. His dad is like, maybe you could come help out. And George's like, oh no, dad, like, I know I can't work at that crummy old place. And then you just see the dad's guilt, and George's like, that's your goals, that's your life. Like, I've got my own life. Like,
He doesn't know it's the last time it's with his dad, but it is the last time that they're together. So I think when you're rewatching it, it feels so significant, but yet it's such an ordinary moment. Since my father-in-law loves that movie, I was like, isn't that scene so good? You know, when Jimmy Stewart's talking to his dad. Yeah, he's like, the scene where he tells his dad that he loves him. It makes it so much better that he said that, because he never says that. Like Jimmy Stewart does not say that line. He just says,
Pop, you want a shock? I think you're a great guy.
I love the graduation party scene and the dancing scene. I wish that's what like high school graduation was when I was in high school. I would have loved to plop myself in that. I know that it's a very quintessential kind of like re-meet cute that him and Mary have, but I always think that scene is so tender with them seeing each other for the first time, even though they've seen each other a million times. They fall in love with each other all over again. And like in that moment when they're just dancing and having fun, like, you know, they're going to be together for the rest of their lives. And even when they fall in the pool, like, I know it's like very over the top of Jimmy Stewart, but just the fact that he like keeps dancing in the pool, and he's just, I like that. They're just fully enjoying themselves, and then cutting to like one of the most, you know, well-known scenes in cinema with the moon.
But there is some parts of this movie that are uncomfortable. He just says things sometimes that maybe were funny in the 40s. Right after he says,
What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
And then he's like, and then I'll put the moon into your mouth and it will seep down your throat and it will cause moonbeams out your fingers. And I'm always like, what the hell is he talking about here? And like, I don't know if that is meant to be like funny, or if she's also supposed to be like, okay, that's a little weird.
Donna Reed, she has this like peacefulness about her. And there's this line that George's mom says, and she says, she is the one who has the answers. Like, she's the type of girl that has all the answers. And I think that's such an important quote, because just by being with her, you'll know what is important in life and what to come back to and how to stay grounded.
When they get married, and it's almost like Mr. Potter planned for the bank run to be on their wedding day so that he could crash the savings and loans. Like, the timing was so devastating. James Stewart is figuring out how to give all the money without like closing the bank. They have the $2 last remaining. And then he's like,
holy mackerel, I'm married. Where's Mary? Mary! Mary! Oh, poor Mary. Look, I got a train ticket, and the train's gone. Well, I wonder if Ernie's still here with his taxi cab.
He goes home to that old decaying house, and his two friends are there, and they put all the posters of the vacation spots on the wall. The record player is spinning the chicken on the fireplace, and he looks in the bedroom, and there's water dripping down, and she's standing there, just happy that they're together. Oh, God. And that scene, oh my God, I get emotional listening. But
Clarence in Nick's bar, the conversation that he has with like ordering his drink.
I was just thinking of a flaming rum punch. No, it's not cold enough for that. Not nearly cold enough. Wait a minute. I got it. Mulled wine, heavy on the cinnamon and light on the cloves.
I think Clarence has a lot of great lines when he says, like, strange isn't it? Each man life touches so many other lives. And when he isn't around, he leaves an awful hole, doesn't he?
I didn't have time to get fancy underwear. Like, my wife bought me this and I died in it. And just, you know, very matter of fact.
Obviously, the scene at the end.
Just the feelings that it brings on when he like walks into the house and everyone's there.
And he's smiling and tears are coming down their face. And then you see Donna Reed look up at him. Oh,
everyone's in there and like cheering and happy. And they're like, don't even worry. We got the gang together and we got all your money.
There's like a balancing in the script. When the dad dies and there's just determining what to do with the savings and loan. And George goes on this big soliloquy about his father. And at the very end of that soliloquy, he says, like, my father died a much richer man than you will ever be. And then at the end of the movie, after everything has happened, and George needs money to pay back the lost loan that was taken from Mr. Potter, his brother Harry says probably my favorite line of the whole movie.
To my big brother George, the richest man in town.
Oh,
I think there's no last scene in a movie that's better than that.